Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in our country, but also how we're going to fix it together. And I'm sure you guys have heard by now, Trump was found guilty today. We're going to walk through all of that because this is a watershed moment. Mark my words right now. The Democrats just kicked a beehive that they will never understand the magnitude of until the first polls come in after this conviction. You are about to see something incredible. We are living through history, and every single day we are fighting to pass our blessings of freedom on to the next generation. And right now, I'm going to show you some very appropriate video footage from Dennis Quaid, something that he said on Piers Morgan's show about Trump, which really works nicely today and shows you why this is such a big problem. Everything that I'm about to show you is linked into the description box below. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on if you want these freedoms on to the next generation and eventually take our country back. Now, this content is brought to you by a sponsor, TacPack. I'm going to say a quick word from them, and then we're going to hit this. And the sponsor today is TacPack. Now, TacPack is a subscription box service of stuff you'll actually use. It is professionally curated and geared, again, that you will actually use. Aimed at an audience specifically to an AR-15 enthusiast, this is something that you would get an absolute use out of. Plus, if you use the code Langley, you get a $65 additional EDC kit just by using that code in your June TacPack. An example of something that came in one of my TacPacks, boom, and that's just one item. Now, these are extremely useful products. They are high dollar value boxes and they're easy to cancel whenever you need. You use Langley, the code Langley, for $65 for your own EDC kit to get thrown into June, and it's just in time to Father's Day. So make sure you check it out. There's a link in the description, and I can't wait for you to get one just like I did. All right, beautiful people, unless you're living under a rock, as I mentioned, you know that Trump was just convicted on 34 counts of falsifying business records, something that was a complete sham trial. And the reason that I'm really fired up about this is not so much actually the Trump piece, which is kind of crazy. It's actually the system piece, which I have a feeling a lot of you are just as angry about. You can have your feelings about Trump. You can say he did this to 2A, not to 2A. But for our political system in the United States to be weaponized against a political opponent, someone who he is kicking the crap out of in the polls and perception of the presidential race coming in 6 months, for him to be not only indicted, but also convicted with all the shenanigans that we just saw, specifically designed only to get him out of the presidential race to hurt him politically because he's a political opponent, this is not acceptable in our country. Like I said in the intro, the Democrats don't have any idea what they just did. This is incredibly important. And guys, by the way, it's not riots and it's not a new J6. It is literally, you just showed everyone what the rumor was about the two-tier justice system. You just went after your public opponent, your political opponent, the one who's kicking your butt in the polls for your same role, and now you're going to go out and say Trump the felon. Yeah, you just watch until that gets turned right back on you. I'm about to show you a few reasons, and I think a lot of you are going to feel very similar to this, but that's the big thing here. It's not Trump or not Trump. You could put anybody else in that place. It's the political persecution utilizing a supposedly blind justice system to achieve a political means. That's banana republic kind of stuff. That's why we're covering it. But let's get to Dennis Quaid. I want to show you some things. This is a short clip, but it really speaks to something. And like I said, let me know if you resonate with this down in the comments field. Check this out. This is the first clip.
What do you think of Trump?
I think I'm going to vote for him.
Really?
Yeah, in the next election. Yes, I am.
Are you ready for the blowback?
Well, yeah.
Which inevitably comes with Trump.
Well, you know, I think in this election, everybody's got to, I think they're going to take a side or whatever, but it just seems to me, it just makes sense.
Okay, so this first part, it just seems to make sense. Okay, some people can say that. Some people think it's a better choice. That's fine. That's everything well and good. That's the first part. This next part that I'm going to show you is the payoff, and really appropriate for today when Trump was just convicted, in my opinion, completely, I want to be too politically incorrect here, through BS charges and BS system and BS judge and BS court. Other than that, I don't know. But let me show you this, because honestly, I've never gotten on this channel and been, hoorah, Trump, pound my chest, Trump, 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 Trump. However, I am about justice being blind and an equal justice system working across the spectrum for everyone equally. And even I can see the two-tier justice system which is being in effect right now for the political bent of the Biden administration. But anyway, this is the big part right here. If you hear me say nothing else, this piece from this clip is it. Listen.
I was ready not to vote for Trump until what I saw is more than politics. I see a weaponization of our justice system, and a challenge to our Constitution. Us as Americans that I don't think we're going to have. And, Trump is the most investigated person probably in the history of the world. And they haven't been able to really get him.
So now that, of course, was recorded before they convicted him today. He's the most investigated person in the world. But the most important part about that is I was not going to vote for him until I saw the judicial system weaponized against him. Because if it can be weaponized against him, it can be weaponized against you, your children, me, my children. It can be weaponized forever. This is no longer a fight about Trump. This is now about the beehive that the Democrats just kicked over because they're so scared of losing that they have to destroy their political opponents through any means necessary, even if it's destroying the very system that they're claiming to represent. He just said it. I saw our Constitution slipping. I saw the weaponization of the lawfare, of our judicial system slipping. And now I'm going to vote for him. I guarantee you, when the polls come out after this conviction, you are going to see a lead for Trump that you have never seen before. They already crashed his donation site today. You remember that sleeping giant that Admiral Yamamoto is quoted as referencing about pissing off the American population? Yeah. Democrats really need to open up some history books because they just pissed us off to the point where they're going to lose the minority vote, they're going to lose the youth vote, they're going to lose the independent vote, they're probably even going to lose some Democrat vote. This is going to be one of the most biblical turnings around of a party affiliation switch that is going to be on record. I promise. All right, one more thing for you, and if this doesn't resonate, I don't know what does. This is exactly how a lot of people feel about Trump and why the Democrats just simply don't get it. It's 3 seconds long. Check it.
People might call him an asshole, but he's my asshole.
It's personalized. Let me do it again.
People might call him an asshole, but he's my asshole.
You may call him whatever you want. You may call him your felon. You may call him a felon, but he's my felon. It's the personalization. That's what the Democrats do not understand. That is why every time they try to persecute him, his numbers get stronger because they are making a spectacle of the system being weaponized against him versus the actual political ideas that he does or does not represent. This is about destroying opposition. That's what banana republics do. That's what third world countries do. And you guys thought that everyone was asleep? I guarantee you there was just a freaking foghorn in a lot of people's ears that they are now awake. And I guarantee you again that the polls that you are going to see as soon as they come out, they are going to be dramatically favoring Trump, and the left is going to lose their minds because they thought it was bad when they indicted him. Just wait. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Everything will be linked. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. I'm Braden. See you later.